Call the Pennington County Commission meeting for January 6th to order. And second item is the special canvass of the wheel tax election.
Good morning. The election went well. We had a issue in Scenic. We had a flu epidemic, a cow sale, and a funeral.
Ooh.
And to place that third person on that board, it took 3 people. 2 of them from Rapid to drive down there and back. So it was a later night than we originally thought because we needed to expand our east trip to pick Scenic up, so Martha didn't have to make 2 trips into town. So the result is yes, 4,086, no, 6,022. We did run absentees, kept those separate. We ran it all as one precinct, so we won't have precinct by precinct results. We do have precinct by precinct numbers only for total ballots cast. We did, at the request, just for informational sake, did run America's Way's absentee ballots on a separate count so that we could tell if they had influenced it as resident, non-permanent residents, and their vote was 7 yes, 380 no.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that.
But they didn't really have an influence.
No, it didn't really
No.
make us.
Because it was actually, if you added it with the other absentees, it was still a true tell of what the turnout was. It was a little bit higher. It's like a 2-to-1 absentees, and it didn't quite turn out a 2-to-1 total. So in the overall picture, though they carried that precinct heavily, they didn't have a total outcome, but we'll be turning that information over to Senator Teason to see if he wants to do anything with it or not. Makes no difference to us. They're
No, but it
registered.
will to Box Elder if they ever want to run a mayor.
It will to Box Elder, except for municipalities have a 30-day residency requirement that the county could put in place for county elections like this one, but you can't for federal elections.
I'm going to help Senator Teason press that. We've
Yeah.
got to do something different.
We've got to do something different. And it's really kind of apropos is, we had an email from a lady yesterday that went into, she's a permanent RVer. She says she lives and works at Hart Ranch, and Rapid City Library refused her a library card based on she didn't own property. So I've checked with the library. That is their policy, that they need a permanent address, not a mailing not a mailbox type address. So I'm working with Jay, and that issue will probably come back to the board for proper direction. I don't know legally if they can do that. I asked Jay. It's not been any part of the discussion. Ever. I wasn't involved. Were you, Ron? Did that ever come up in your library discussions?
Never.
So that'll probably be coming back to the board to direct Rapid City Library to issue those on some type of different parameters. I don't know what they'll be. Jay and I'll have to probably
Miss
work
Julie,
on that.
somebody asked me, on the wheel tax, is it up to $2 without having to take it to a vote?
No,
Or is it no matter what?
it can be referred for a penny.
No
Yeah.
matter what.
It's no matter what, because it's an ordinance, and
Okay.
every ordinance can be referred.
So
So
when it-
regardless of the amount, it could have been referred.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So anyway, that is the result. I have a signed official canvas tally, and I started it with Ron. If you'd please all sign it. This is the motion to accept the canvas and declare the results of the January 5th, 2016 special election official, and to authorize the commissioners present to sign the official canvas and further move to authorize payment of all election expenses. This would be for the board workers, and rent, mileage, that type of thing. We don't have the amount since we had the canvass so early this morning, but we'll put that in the minutes when we get them done, so for your review on January 15th meeting.
And you have that in your budget, Ms. Julie? The
No.
election stuff? Okay,
We don't budget for a special election.
okay.
But what's lucky is the majority of the expenses happened in 2015, which you already did a supplement for, and that was supported by additional revenue that we received from the city because this was our fourth election in 2015. The expenses that will come out in the 2016 budget, which again, we only budget for 2 election dates every year in the even-numbered years, only one in the odd-numbered years. We will have the election salaries, the board salaries, mileage, and I believe all publications still occurred in 2015. So it's kind of split, and probably be able to cover it with over-collected revenues from the city
Nice.
in that, but definitely not enough spending authority.
Thank you.
So that's the motion that we need.
Do we have a motion?
So moved. Oh,
We have a motion and a second. Discussion on the motion.
Mr. Chair, I don't think we ought to be doing this. This is supposed to be a public meeting, and the public can access the building.
Been running up and downstairs, there's nobody at the doors. Everybody has the right to get in the building.
It was publicized, right?
Publicized, it was noticed.
It's all good then. It's good.
The 3 public doors at 7:30 were locked.
But we had people there who were able to
Let the
allow
public in.
folks in.
Yeah.
I'm here under protest. The public doesn't get a chance to talk on this motion. Sorry.
So you're not going to sign the canvas sheet?
No,
So what does that mean?
the meeting, this meeting is not to be held.
Why don't you bring it up yesterday then, instead of waiting till today? You knew what time it was yesterday. Why didn't you do it then? No, you want to bitch and piss and moan about stuff that is immaterial. No, who's going to say anything about this meeting?
I'm not
sick of you,
I'm not
George.
responsible for opening and closing the doors.
I'm going to call for the vote, and then if we wanted a discussion like this, we can do it after the meeting is adjourned. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I abstain, because this is not an official meeting. I
You
abstain.
did- You did
Abstain.
not declare your abstention before the vote.
Nope.
I want the record to show that this is an unofficial meeting, and I'm abstaining from the vote because it's not properly before us.
You didn't abstain, George, when the vote was coming. We had this set up months ago. Now you abstained at the
Mr.
meeting?
Chairman, she's out of order.
You abstained at the
Are
meeting.
you running this meeting or is she running the meeting?
So, Mr. Chair,
So
may
you
I
knew about
ask
it
what
being-
I'm going to
happened?
call for a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
Second.
You need to
Motion and
abstain when
second
you
to
vote.
adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
You can't abstain when
Opposed?
nobody's here.
Motion
I'll
carried.
be sure